Leo, Virgo cuspers, July feels like a month where you finally stop surviving and start choosing what truly nourishes your soul. But first, Spirit's asking you one question. What are you ready to free yourself from? Hello, my beautiful wolf souls, my Leo Virgo cuspers. Welcome back in. Hey, it's Manda. Those of you that are born on the Leo Virgo cuspers, this reading is for you. July feels incredibly powerful because this is the energy of breaking old chains, healing old stories, and remembering that you deserve connection, peace, abundance, and joy without having to constantly prove yourself. This month carries a mixture of expansion, reflection, healing, and awakening. And honestly, my Leo Virgo cuspers, I feel like many of you are entering July a little tired. Not physically tired, soul tired, I'm hearing. Emotionally tired. Tired of carrying burdens that just were never yours to carry. Tired of trying to fix everything. Tired of feeling responsible for everyone else's happiness while quietly putting your own needs at the bottom of the list. Spirit's saying this season, July is asking you to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your heart, to connect with people, dreams, and opportunities that genuinely align with who you're becoming. At the very beginning of this month, we do have Jupiter and Leo making powerful aspects in Chiron. Some of you will feel the old wounds surfacing around confidence, recognition, self-worth, relationships, maybe even questioning things around your purpose. Some of you may be asking, am I really allowed to have more? Am I allowed to choose myself? Am I allowed to pursue happiness without guilt? And Spirit saying, absolutely yes. At the same time, Mars is moving through Gemini, creating fast-moving energy. Things may happen unexpectedly. Conversations could suddenly arise. Plans may shift. Career opportunities could appear out of nowhere. Some of you may feel pulled in two directions. One path will feel familiar. The others are maybe feeling excited but uncertain. This month is asking you to trust your inner wisdom rather than outside noise. And then on the 9th of July, with Venus enters Virgo, which feels especially significant for our Leo Virgo cuspers, love becomes more intentional. Relationships become more honest. You may be asking, does this relationship support my growth? Do I feel seen here? Am I pouring into people who also pour into me? For some of you, this can bring healing in love. For others, this can bring some sort of clarity in love. And clarity is still a blessing, right? And around the new moon in Cancer, the 14th, there's this beautiful energy surrounding the emotional renewal. Family, home, healing, inner peace, emotional security all becomes important themes. Some of you may be just changing your routines, creating healthy boundaries. Some of you are moving, renovating, spending more time with family, healing relationships with parents or children, siblings, that kind of thing. Or finally, just giving yourself permission to rest. Finally, July feels like a month of reassessment. Finally, financially is a month of reassessment. It's interesting that I said finally. Perhaps with Mercury retrograde that is happening still on the 23rd, it is encouraging you to review plans rather than rush forward, double check contracts, review budgets, revisit ideas. Sometimes, those delays, they are divine protection if that happens. What Spirit is showing me is that what feels slow in the month or whatever did feel slow right now is actually being redefined. Not denied, just refined. Then I'm hearing something beautiful is going to happen around the 20th, the 21st. When Jupiter and Uranus has that supportive aspects. It's going to feel like expansion, unexpected blessings, creative breakthroughs, divine inspiration. Doors will be opening, new possibilities. For some of you, this may feel like the beginning of a completely new chapter. I mean, we do have that Leo season that starts on around the 22nd. We're moving into Leo season. This is going to be where your energy starts returning, your confidence grows, your creativity awakens. You're just going to begin remembering who you were, like underneath that stress, the expectations, the responsibilities, the overthinking. And great, Mercury will finally go direct around the 23rd. Though that kind of confusion that you might have been having will start lifting. Communication will improve, plans become a little bit easier and clearer, decisions become easier, clearer. And by the time we reach that full moon in Aquarius around the 29th, I feel like many of you souls will will start finally seeing and feeling things that have been hidden. Some sort of truth may become undeniable. A cycle may reach some sort of completion. A relationship evolves. It could be a career path that shifts, or perhaps you might simply realize that you've outgrown an old version of yourself. Overall, July is just asking you to be, it's not asking you to become someone new. It's asking you to come home to yourself, to remember your strength, to trust your intuition, to release what drains you. And, that energy of just stop apologizing for wanting peace, love, stability, and happiness. Stop apologizing for wanting more, because you deserve all those things and more. All right, my beautiful souls, thank you for liking the video, and let's dive into the tarot spread, your current self as we enter the month of July. Now, I'm definitely going to get some clarifiers out here. Here we already have your current self. Currently is the Eight of Swords. Feeling limited, maybe overthinking, feeling trapped inside your own mind, questioning relationships, career choices, finances, family dynamics, or even wondering if you're truly on the right path. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. 8 could be significant. 82 could be significant. Here's the 2 of Cups. Some of you are stepping into July carrying stories that just no longer fit who you're becoming. This 2 of Cups changes everything with this clarifier, because underneath the fear, there's still that deep longing for connection with another person, connection with your purpose, connection with your authentic self. July begins with Mercury still in retrograde, Jupiter in Leo activating, healing around confidence and self-worth. And I think maybe some of you may be realizing that the bigger prison wasn't your circumstances. It was actually believing that you had to do everything alone. Love is trying to find you. Support is trying to find you. Alignment is trying to find you. And the question is, can you allow yourself to receive it? Some of you are healing partnerships, and others of you are attracting soul-aligned connections. For some of you, this is simply learning how to have healthier relationships with yourself and with others. Let's have a look at the theme of the month. We have the Page of Wheels. So if July had a headline, this card would be leovirgocusp. July feels like the beginning of something. Not necessarily a giant leap, but definitely a fresh chapter. The Page of Wheels is the energy that's talking about learning, opportunities, planting seeds, trusting those small beginnings. Like Spirit is saying, this month is about becoming curious again. Maybe you have lost some sort of excitement because life became heavy or felt heavy. This could have been responsibilities that could have consumed your joy. July is asking you to reconnect with the possibility. This could show up as a new job opportunity, studying something new, expanding your skills in your current profession, a side business idea, planning or financial planning, health improvements, building stronger foundations. And, there's so much free resources out there to expand your skills. Venus entering Virgo around the 9th is also supporting practical growth. You're becoming more intentional. You're no longer chasing what sparkles, right? You're actually choosing things that will actually sustain you. Remember, beautiful souls, to always take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's have a look here. We have the 6 of Wheels. Double sixes could also be significant. We have the 6 of Wands also on the table here. This is the key goal to pursue the Six of Wheels. Equal give and take, fairness, truth. This is where your efforts are finally likely to create the greatest progress, your greatest progress. Spirit is talking about the energy of invested balance. Receiving what you've earned, support arriving, abundance flowing. Let's clarify this. Ace of Swords. Snakes could be significant. Very interesting. Honesty, I'm hearing. Some of you need to ask for help, I'm hearing. Some of you need to speak up about your needs. Some of you need to stop undervaluing yourselves. Financially, this is also the Ace of Swords is a beautiful card, even with the Six of Wheels, right? It's a Pentacles. Something about opportunities for growth, negotiations, better income streams, or finally feeling more secure. I'm hearing your voice matters career-wise. Your ideas matter. Spirit's also saying stop shrinking yourself to make other people feel comfortable. Let's have a look at the obstacle. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, now, not necessarily a roadblock, right? It's a growth point. The Knight of Wands, almost said wheels, slow and steady progress. This energy actually feels really restless. The Knight is the energy that wants movement, fast answers, immediate results, quick decisions. And with Mars activating Gemini early in the month, maybe you might be feeling pulled in multiple directions. You feel, because I also mentioned the Knight of Wheels, which is that slow and steady progress. Maybe you're going to feel like pulled into directions, like to slow down. All right, maybe like the Spirit's like really coming through to slow it down. Not everything requires that immediate action. Some of you may jump into things because you feel tired of waiting. Some of you may become frustrated when life doesn't move according to your timeline. I'm hearing delays on punishment. They are preparation. Mercury is going to go direct on the 23rd, all right? So while we're in that Mercury retrograde, review before committing, reflect before reacting, listening before speaking. I'm hearing this is going to be a month where your patience is going to become your superpower, testing your patience. Your patience will be tested, but slow and steady wins the race. Major accomplishments, 10 of Wands. Spirit is like saying, this is like what Spirit believes that you're capable of accomplishing if you stay aligned. 10 of Wands. This is powerful because your accomplishment isn't necessarily adding more to your plate. It's about putting something down. That burden or responsibility or that obligation. People depending on you. All right, let's just get another one here. 2 of Swords. The number 12 could be significant. Number 3. 2 of Swords. A decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made. July, Spirit is saying July could be the month that you finally stop carrying things that was never yours. You may actually decide that you're no longer available for something, choosing your peace, creating healthier boundaries, choosing yourself. And honestly, that just might be your greatest achievement this month. Because peace is also success. Healing is success. Choosing yourself success. Putting down that something that is becoming a little bit too heavy. It looks like he's going to fall over. And his eyes are also covered. Normally the 2 of Swords is also that his eyes are covered. But here in the 10 of Wands, his eyes are covered. Here he's seeing clearly about that decision. Even though it looks like it's a burden to make that decision. What to avoid? 6 of Wands. Very interesting. Let's clarify this. The Hierophant. Okay. This is revealing where the energy could be wasted or misdirected. So Spirit is saying, stop seeking validation outside of yourself, the Six of Wands, right? Because Six of Wands can sometimes become dependent on praise, recognition, approval, external confirmations. And the Hierophant is like saying, whose rules are you actually following? Whose expectations are you trying to meet? Some of you may still be living according to old beliefs, family expectations, social pressures, relationship standards that just no longer fit. What Spirit is saying is that you don't need to, or you don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to perform to deserve love. You don't have to keep being who you used to be. July is more about your authentic alignment and external applause. This is also Jupiter in Leo. Okay, let's dive deeper. Thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful souls. I really appreciate it. What to embrace? We have the Six of Swords, and she's reversed. And this is going to be like the energy to lean into, and then you watch as doors begin to opening. And this is very interesting that the Queen of Swords reverse, which can represent the emotional wars. Very interesting energy here. Protective patterns, guarded communication. Let's clarify that. Five of Wands. Inner conflict, competing priorities, that mental noise. Okay, Spirit is saying healing doesn't happen because we become stronger. Healing happens because we become softer. Some of you actually don't need more discipline. You just need more compassion for yourself, more rest, more honesty. You need permission to feel what you've been avoiding. Venus in Virgo supports healing and self-care through boundaries, through choosing yourself without guilt. Never feel guilty for choosing yourself. Where will you find support? Interesting, we have the Fool. I'm hearing new people. Support comes through new beginnings. Let's clarify this. Ace of Cups. And you know what? This Ace of Cups also popped out during the pre-shuffle while I was busy shuffling. New people, new experiences, new communities, new emotional connections. I'm hearing there's going to be new opportunities, unexpected invitations, fresh energy, people who will inspire you. Love is available with this Ace of Cups. Healing is available. Joy is available. This may be a new friendship, a new soulmate connection, whether platonic or romantic, therapy, spiritual community, or maybe simply allowing yourself to trust again. I'm hearing don't isolate yourself this month. People generally do want to help. Wow. Advice and encouragement, Five of Swords. So the advice and encouragement is what Spirit, if Spirit was sitting beside you right now, giving you one piece of advice, it's like saying here, stop fighting battles that you've already outgrown. But let's get another one out here. Yeah, because it's already completed. All right, you definitely, the world is like a completion, graduation. So Five of Swords is, what are you trying to win? What are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to convince? Because that chapter is ending, this chapter is coming to an end, or it is already ended. That cycle has completed or busy completing. There is a lesson that has been learned, and you don't need closure from anyone. You don't need everyone to understand your journey. You simply just need to honor your growth. Some people belong in previous versions of your story and not the next one, and that's okay. And yes, with all this Mercury and Cancer energy, people from the past may just be coming up, and that could give you also a bit of mental conflict. Those cycles have come to an end. Let's have a look at your final message, beautiful souls. Again, thank you for hitting the like button. This is from the Mystical Forest Oracle, the power of calm. Peace isn't found in avoiding the storm, but by standing in the middle of it with unwavering faith in your strength. This feels like your soul message for July. There may be still uncertainty this month. There may still be unanswered questions. There may still be things unfolding behind the scenes. Spirit is actually saying that you are actually stronger than you think. You're wiser than you realize. And you already have survived seasons that actually once felt impossible. Those storms did not define you. They do not define you. Your ability to remain grounded through it does. This month is teaching you that the true power is not in control. True power is in trust. Trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting in divine timing, and just trusting that what is meant for you cannot miss you. Beautiful souls, my leovirgocusp, July feels like a turning point for you. A month where you stop carrying old burdens, stop chasing external validations, and really begin building the life that actually feels aligned with your soul. Perhaps you can put in the comments, I choose peace over pressure. Thank you for liking, subscribing, leaving comments, sharing this video. Together we learning to trust the journey, embrace the lessons, and walk boldly, towards the lives that we are meant to live. Beautiful souls, until next time, keep trusting your path. I'm sending you all love and light for the month ahead. I'll definitely check you around. 22 could be a significant number for some of you. I did mention the double sixes, fives, eights. Beautiful souls, I'll check you around in the next one.